mechanics of moving those chains back, and then it becomes a question then for Alabama.
Still should.
After review, the runner was down, but the ball short on the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and a half-yard to go at the 24.5-yard line.
So Nick Saban faced with a 4th down. Alabama keeps the offense on the field. They will go for it. 4:13 to play in the 4th. Fourth and 1. Roydell Williams in the backfield. They give it to him. Did he get it? Let's see.
Judging by that far spot, I don't think he got it.
By 1. Let's see if the Texas defense held him. And they did! Texas football! Held him. And they did! Texas football!
That defensive line has been terrific all day long. And Keandre Coburn in the middle, the senior from Houston, 345 pounds. He would not be denied. And he got a little push into the backfield, which is
at the 25, down by 1. Robinson squeezes through the hole. Gains a yard. Coach Sarkisian now is going to have to throw caution to the wind with his backup quarterback. They need to move this football.
And my whole question with Hudson Card is just how much velocity he can put on the football. On the last series, both of his passes down the field came up woefully short.
2nd down and 9. Card has been plagued by a lower leg injury. Here he is. Over the middle. He has his man, Johnson. Johnson pulls his way forward and picks up a 1st down. Pelham stops him, but he gains 12.
Great second effort there, and making the first guy miss.
1st down at the 37 for the Longhorns. They hand it off. Robinson. Not a lot. Clock keeps running. He gains 3. Branch with the tackle, the safety.
As long as time allows, he's going to continue to try to run this football. And remember, he's going to run the ball to try to put himself in position to take a shot down the field with the play action. Your eye on Xavier Worthy. He's the guy. He's the speedster. And Alabama is going to have to keep at least 2 guys over the top. And you see that right here. Safety over the top over Worthy.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Card. Over the middle. Caught. Kane. Texas inside. Alabama territory has a gain of 29.
Really smart route structure. They clear it out with Worthington. They clear it out with Xavier Whittington, excuse me. And then on the outside, here's Casey Kane. All the room that you would ever need right in there in the middle of the field.
That brings up 1st down and 10 at the 31. Now, Card under center. They hand it off. Johnson goes outside. And and steps out of bounds. They're in field goal range.
They are. So now Hudson Card has got to know he cannot take a sack. Got to be safe with the ball. We saw Utah make a critical error late in that game against Florida last week. Now Auburn, remember, they've struggled in the kicking game. Missed a field goal last week. Missed the field goal at the end of the first half this week. They've struggled with the snap. And so Steve Sarkisian doesn't want to just rely on his kicker here.
Auburn is 3 for 4. Here's a handoff straight ahead. Bijan Robinson. Toe-to-toe with the tackle, and a timeout called by Alabama. 1:38 to play in the fourth quarter, America. The #1 team in the nation on the ropes. Dramatic finish on the way, folks. 17-16, 1:38 to go. Alabama, the #1 team in America, leading Texas here in Austin. Third down and 3 at the 24. Play fake. Card, he took a sack. That's exactly what you said, partner. Anderson. And that brings up 4th down.
This is the motor this guy plays with. Anderson never stops. He pauses for a moment because of the misdirection, and then bang, he is shot out of a cannon, and he records his first sack of the season. Here's Anderson over here on this left side of the offense, and watch, he pauses for a moment, and then he's out of there. Boom. Card has no chance trying to get that ball out to the right side. He's trying to get it to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders, has nowhere to go with it because Will Anderson is there. That's the effort. Talk to you about his talent. That's the effort that we see, and Bama gets the huge sack.
So that brings in Bert Auburn. He's 3 for 4 today. He's made 26-yarders, 33 and 24. This one actually from 49 yards away. Auburn trying to beat Alabama. Got it up. And he's good.
What a clutch kick from Bert Auburn. Snap, perfect. Card spins the laces. And Auburn puts it through. What a drive from Texas. Hudson Card calmly leading them down the field. Steve Sarkisian loving it, but in the back of his mind, knowing that the player he recruited to Alabama may be the best offensive player in America. And he still has 1:29 left. Bryce Young about to be on the field. Down 2 on the road.
But there's a whole lot of time left. And that's a bad man right there. Bryce Young. They send it away. Touchback. So here comes the Heisman Trophy winner. From Pasadena, California. Modern day high school. And they've had some great ones come out of that school, including a guy that works with us. Last 2 drives, the numbers. They've been moving it effectively. Alabama with 1 timeout left.
Being a great player is not just about playing great. It's about being great when greatness is needed. And that's what Alabama needs right now from Bryce Young and an inexperienced wide receiver core.
First down and 10 of the 25. Young underneath, and it's caught by Burton. And Burton gets out of bounds. He'll gain 7.5, maybe 8 yards on the play.
Easy pitch and catch. That's what's been working over the course of the last couple of series.
Where do they need to go to get in field goal range for for Riker?
They would try, based on pregame warm-ups, anything from 56 or 57.
2nd and 2 at the 33. Young over the middle. Gibbs with running room. And Gibbs gets into Texas territory. A 20-yard gain.
Beautiful call from Bill O'Brien. He gets the mismatch. The defensive end, Ogofu, lined up on Gibbs, and he exploits it.
First down at the Texas 47. One timeout left for Alabama. Young looking, sideline, caught, is tied in. Latu. And he didn't get out of bounds. Clock keeps going.
They still have that timeout, and they're awfully close to range. They would probably want about 5 more yards. He's already hit from over 50 today.
Second and 5. Bryce Young. Sideline again. And he's close to the first time. And once again, it's Latu, his tight end, with 35 seconds to go.
And they keep going back to that. It's the same concept. They've got Gibbs running inside on the angle route, and then Latu is on the outside breaking out. And Young is making great decisions. Texas has to adjust. And now, certainly you would feel like they're at least in field goal range based on what they've been able to do today.
Timeout, Texas.
What a game.
What a game this has been, folks.
And just the stars showing up late in this game. The way Texas has played, surprising the entire country here with a 2-point lead. Without their starting quarterback and their backup hobbled, still in this position. Why? Because of this unit on the field right now, the defense. And that's where the game rests, is on this defense. But Bryce Young has a beat on what's going on. He's the most intelligent player I've ever seen on film. Knows where to go with the ball, on time, on target. He's carving them up over the last 3 series.
First down at the 37. Young under pressure. Plays contained. Young runs it. Young, first down and more. What a play by the Heisman Trophy winner. Bryce Young, a 19-yard gain, dodging bullets.
They dialed up the blitz, and it was executed. They had it, and Ryan Watts, the transfer from Ohio State, misses the tackle. Boom, Young dips under. Look at him, he goes down, dips in towards the line of scrimmage, and then he's outside. Oh, the flexibility, athleticism, the awareness, understanding, and he never panicked. Look at him strolling down the field. Love watching this guy play.
27 seconds to go. First and 10 at the Texas 17. Bryce Young to the sideline, incomplete. Clock stops at 24.
He cannot force the ball into coverage. Every throw has got to be his guy or nobody.
Watch Jahmyr Gibbs, who lines up in the backfield with Young. Here's Young, looks the other way. Incomplete. Hold in the target.
Notice where that ball is, in a place where it's his guy or nobody. Cannot take a chance with the ball. 19 ticks left. He feels like he has 3 points in his pocket. He can throw it anywhere on the field with that timeout in his back pocket. The most effective play has been Gibbs into the boundary and taking the easy throws towards the sideline.
Third down and 10. Young, sidearms, caught, and out of bounds goes Ja'Cory Brooks.
Texas brought that same blitz, bringing Ryan Watts off the corner. This time, Bryce Young gets the high five from his coach because he executed that 2-minute drill perfectly. Texas left too much time on the clock for a great player, and he drove his team down in field goal range.
So here comes Will Reichert. From 32 yards away, and the lead. Got it down, clean, up, and good for Alabama. But a timeout was called, folks.
Texas.
Prior to the snap.
30 seconds.
What a series. Man, that guy is so good, and it didn't matter what Texas was doing. They thought they caught him with that blitz from Ryan Watts, but then it's about his athleticism, and man, I tell you, watching him play is just an absolute pleasure. I mean, he has shown up when they've needed it the most, and Bryce Young drives his team down and puts them in perfect position here, right hash, for a field goal to potentially win it.
Reichert tied a career high earlier today with the 52-yarder. This one from 33 yards away. Clean snap, good hole, and once again right down Main Street. And Alabama takes a 20-19 lead with 10 seconds remaining.
What a series. Boy, it hasn't looked pretty for the Crimson Tide at times today. They've struggled running the ball. The wide receivers were not showing up for big portions of this game, but they figured it out. They made the correct adjustments both on defense and on offense. Now let's take a look at some college football mayhem with our mayhem moment, sponsored by Allstate. The field goal up and good. Bryce Young, cool, calm, and collected, never panics. Nick Saban does what he needs to do. That defense made adjustments. Certainly the injuries to Texas quarterbacks did not help the Longhorns, but the Crimson Tide executed situational football late in this game and put themselves in position to have this 1-point lead.
The Crimson Tide, 9 plays, 61 yards. They scored in 1 minute and 19 seconds. Bryce Young has got that electric smile.
And Texas was throwing the kitchen sink out.
They certainly did.
Corner blitzes, changing coverages, but it didn't matter. He was ready. And then when they did catch him and they weren't ready for that corner blitz, he escaped. Man, that missed tackle was huge from Ryan Watts, but Bryce Young delivers again.
And Reichert sends it away. And they'll bring it out of the end zone. Johnson. And with 6 seconds remaining, Card comes back on the field.
Well, they'll be looking to pitch it around, do something crazy here. But that being said, Gus, Texas played a great game today. And there are clear steps forward for this team. They executed. They did a great job for a huge portion of this game, and they're going to feel like they let one get away. Certainly with the way that they really didn't capitalize on field position, in particular inside the 10-yard line, the injuries that took place. But this is a huge step forward for the Longhorn program against Alabama, which is the standard bearer of college football.
From the 24-yard line, 5 seconds remaining. Card steps up, and Card lets it go, and incomplete. And that's a ball game, folks. Alabama comes back, and they defeat Texas on the road 20-19 in a thriller. Nick Saban and Coach Sarkisian embrace. What a game. Bryce Young. When the rubber met the road, Bryce Young stepped it up and led him down the field. And our Jenny Taft is on the field with Coach Saban.
Well, Coach, I know at times today this wasn't the standard of football that you expect, but it's the way your quarterback, Bryce Young, finished it. Just take me through how impressive his day was in the end.
Well, I think at the end of the day, he did a great job. When you know, his best was needed, he was really good. And that's what we needed. I mean, we didn't run the ball very well, so, you know, we had to spread them out. Did a good job of moving the ball. You know, tough call down here on inches. Go for it or kick a field goal, but I just felt like we could go 2 minutes and kick a field goal if we needed to.
I know that the penalties were frustrating you at the half and throughout the game. What's the message? How do you clean it up?
You know, we don't want penalties. It's all about discipline, making the right choices and decisions, whether it's pre-snap, post-snap, it doesn't matter. So, you know, we got to play better. There's no doubt about that. You got to give Texas a lot of credit. They did a great job today. Sark's done a great job here. They got a good team, so we just got to play better.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jenny. What a game. Joel, your thoughts on what you saw from both teams?
Start with Texas, and this is a team that is clearly on the path towards being more competitive at the top end of their conference, and potentially even this year winding up in Dallas, you know, with a chance at a Big 12 title. The heartbreak for them is where do they go quarterback-wise moving forward? Then Alabama, still the standard. As poorly as they played, they still made the adjustments and have the player, which is more specific. Who was it at the end, Gus? Will Anderson with the sack, Bryce Young with the drive. They've got the dudes, and they executed when they needed it.
All right, 2019, the final. Alabama